Hi TC!
So tell me, what does your job as a TV actress entail?
Currently, I work on The Dumping Ground, which is a children's show on CBBC. And when I'm at work, that just sort of entails getting up, going to work, doing my job, going home, and being prepared to go back to work the next day is more or less the whole thing.
Why did you decide to become involved in TV acting?
I don't know if I ever decided to become involved in television acting because I was quite young when I started. I just liked acting and I liked my group that I went to and stuff, and I just happened to be very lucky. I happened to turn up to the right places at the right time, and one thing led to another, and I ended up getting a job on TV, which I loved doing, but it was never my goal or my aim.
When did you make a start in your career?
I don't know where to start. I was pretty young when I started. I did like odd jobs and stuff when I was little through my acting group, but I got my job on The Dumping Ground when I was 10 or 11. So I guess I sort of left an educational institution because I went to school. I left school to go and do it. We had tutors and stuff up there. So I guess that's sort of it. I still went to regular school, just not while we were filming. We had tutors and stuff at the time.
What would you say are top 3 skills that you need to become a TV actress?
Perseverance, because it's not going to go your way majority of the time. I guess determination's sort of the same one, but it's kind of different. And I'd say luck, which isn't really something you can control, but it is a lot about just sort of seeing the right people at the right time with the right circumstances. So I guess you sort of need to be quite lucky to eventually get there.
Who helped you?
The first answer is the television workshop, which is that's in Nottingham, and it's where I had all my lessons as a kid, and it's an amazing place. Like it's virtually like no place that trains young actors. It focuses, it doesn't do singing and dancing, which most places for children do. It focuses just on acting, and it was where I learned pretty much everything I know, and it taught us so much more than just acting. We were taught, set etiquette, we were taught general respect for people around us. We were taught like how to behave, because if you didn't behave, you didn't stay. So yeah, but the first thing definitely is the television workshop. I wouldn't have the job I have so much if it wasn't for them. Then I guess my actual job, Dumping Ground, you've got to understand that I was a child on that set, and it's a cast predominantly made of children, and that job is so good at one, looking after those children, but also teaching them everything that a set is, because there's so much about the way a set functions that you can't learn without being on a set. But as a child, you don't learn that you're not paying attention. So the crew and stuff on our show over the years definitely educate the children that they have coming through.
What's been one of your best career highlights or achievements so far?
I was nominated for a children's BAFTA when I think I was 14. And I don't think I really appreciated at the time that was, quite a big thing to happen. I don't think I realised. But I would say that I'm more proud of some of the work that we've done over the years. Just the actual episodes that we've put out and stuff. We've done some pretty cool stuff. And there's some stuff in there that I'm genuinely very proud to have been a part of making. What's
been one of the biggest learning curves during your career?
The one that instantly comes to mind was when I think I might have been about 8, and I was in a workshop for a big audition, and I just messed about, like really badly. Like I can't specifically remember what I did. I just didn't take it seriously at all. Like I was laughing, I was messing about, I was just acting like I would at my normal class on a Saturday, but it wasn't a Saturday, it was an audition. And Ian Smith, who ran the workshop and who was my teacher, pulled me afterwards and just told me off, and really told me off. And I think that was probably the biggest learning curve, because I was like, okay, sometimes you have to focus and stop messing about all the time. Yeah, that was definitely probably the biggest one. The one that had the most impact, at least. I never messed around in auditions again, ever.
What's your ultimate career goal?
There's definitely things that I'd like to do, but I think nothing specific enough that I would pin everything on it as a goal. I think my goal is just to keep working.
What advice would you give to young women who aspire to get into TV?
So partly you need to find the right set of people to have around you that properly support you, because if you enter an industry like this, there'll be so many people giving you so many opinions on what you should and shouldn't be, that unless you have a group of people around you who you trust for their honest opinion, it's very difficult to navigate. From my experience, majority of the time when you step onto a set, it's a male-dominated area. There's far more men than women. But that's okay, that's not a problem for you. You just have to be very, I think, sometimes assertive in what you believe, in what you want and what you won't do. Your voice is a little bit smaller because there's not as many women on a set. So I think you have to be a little bit louder in what you believe and in what you want to get it heard, because there's not as many of you saying it at the same time. And I think other than that, it would just be to persevere, because everyone can achieve what they want to achieve, unless you give up on it. So to just carry on doing it for as long as that is what you want.
Thank you so much, Kia, for joining me in today's Career Corner. It's been so lovely hearing from you. Take care.
Cool. Thanks for having me, TC. Bye.